2-2. I called it. I said it was going to be 2-2 yesterday. We're going to go through the game, where it was won, where it was lost. But we'll start with the lineup. So the lineups were different to what I thought they were going to be. Maguire came in. Mazraoui came in. Šeško went to the bench. Darlow went to the bench. And for Tottenham, Sarr came in. No Bentancur. Richarlison and Mawani played together, but Richarlison was kind of like left wing. I don't think it was a good choice, to be honest. And Spence started instead of Udogie. I'm not too sure. I still feel like the formation that I said would have been better. Or even just start Tell or Odobert on the wing instead of having Richarlison and Mawani. Clearly didn't work because he changed it at half time. So the first goal, we was in a position where Van de Ven was kind of right at the box. Sarr had the ball in here. I think one of the other defenders was near. And United were in and around it. They were pressuring. For some reason, maybe not that close, Sarr had an opportunity just to clear the ball, get rid of it up the field. He decided in his own box just to pass it to Van de Ven. Van de Ven then tried to clear it. It hit someone. And then it was recovered, and then there was a second phase. The ball, I don't know what they were doing. The ball ended up on the right over here, and Giallo was with the ball. He drives in. Richarlison was kind of here. And if you watch the video back, it's kind of like in this position where they're not really defending. Defenders were over like this. Porro was probably just inside his post. And then Bumo was just here. It was in this position here. They were jockeying. They stood off. He's left-footed. He had too much space, and he had the inside cross straight into the back post. And Bumo didn't even jump. If you watch the video, he didn't even jump. Header straight into the goal. Porro was caught on his feet. It was easy just to clear the ball to start, and then you wouldn't have had this problem. So it's a mistake that led to the goal, but should have closed down quicker. Again, Richarlison being there, not as defensive-minded as another winger that we probably could have had. So that was that. Then we had, for Tottenham's goal, they made a substitution at half-time. It was Tell that eventually scored the goal, and it was Udogie actually that crossed it. Let's just swap these over. It was up here. Udogie crossed the ball. Again, it's a cross. It's get the ball in the box. We dilly-dally around with it, pass it around. It was really simple. It was a great finish, to be honest. He crossed it in here. Tell on the spin. It was a great first touch. He held off, I think it was De Ligt. He held off De Ligt, got on the turn. It got a bit of deflection from De Ligt and then went in a goal. But you got to take the shots, right? And that's what I like about Tell. He's a good finisher, and if he's got an opportunity, he'll take a shot. But again, just an easy cross. And then the 90th minute goal, which we all thought was the winner, typical. It was Richarlison who ended up scoring it and going crazy. Pretty simple corner. Then I think it came out to Odobert. Actually, I think it was this side. He came out to Odobert, so the corner would have been the other side. And he took a shot. I think it was going just wide, and Richarlison was in this sort of position. I think it was going just wide, curving into the back post, and he got a flick on it, and it went into the bottom corner. But again, getting the ball into the box, I think this is why if we had two strikers centrally, we'd have a better chance of scoring. And then United's last minute goal, fair play. De Ligt was up and he was back post. It was Fernandes that took the cross. Actually, I think it was like in swinger and he was back post. But I watched it and I've watched it a few times. Johnson and De Ligt started on here and then they get some kind of like bundled in with the bodies and De Ligt just peels off at the back and Johnson just didn't track his run. It's sort of like Saturday, Sunday league football stuff, right? You just follow your runner. It was very clever. He got a couple of yards. He come in and he was probably in this sort of position when the ball come in. and then he headed it into the corner of net. I think 2-2 is probably a fair result. Let me know what your thoughts are. I got the lineup slightly wrong, but I don't think Tottenham should have played Richarlison and Mawani. If you're going to do that, go 2 up top and change your formation. Let me know what your thoughts are.